Brilliant! It seems like the sound is working! How exciting. My name's Greg Fry and we're in Google HQ just building up to the final of Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur. It's just gone 12:15 and what we're trying to do, everyone's really nervous and pumped up and excited about the event. We're going to try to drag some people away from their nervous bodies into the studio here to talk to us. So that's the plan of action. This is the fancy brochure for today, just in case you haven't seen it, and it's pretty cool. Amazing how many brilliant entrepreneurs are up for these awards today. The events are going to kick off in Google HQ in the auditorium at, I believe it's 1 p.m. with the winner announced just a little bit before 3 p.m. today, so people's nerves are really jangling. So we have Fiona Edwards Murphy, who is all about the bees. I don't know whether you saw her on our live stream from the Minister's building on, was it Thursday? Remind me, was it Thursday? I think it was Thursday. We have Brian Henderson. Is Brian Henderson going to be Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur? Or could it be the very confident and pretty slick Cathal O'Sullivan, who was my first victim during the last live stream? Who else? Gillian Doyle. We also talked to Gillian from Donegal. Hashtag Team Donegal. Is she Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur? Or could it be Damien Mason? Could it be Damien Mason from FlexiBod, representing Clare? FlexiBod.com being the website. There's Desmond Dolan. Could it be Desmond from Missed Coals? Hashtag Team Roscommon. Another man that I talked to, I believe. Or I think we've said Brian Henderson, but if you haven't, could it be Brian Henderson? Alvin Hunt, also in the mix for the award today, from Hexafly. Hashtag Team Meath. Or Jenny Reynolds from Topper Technology. Hashtag Kildare. Also we spoke to her on Thursday, pretty confident lady who's got really good at her public speaking. Who else is in the brochure here that could be crowned Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur today? Kyle McLaughlin. Could it be Kyle? Another hashtag Team Roscommon from subteacher.ie. Could he be Ireland's Best Young Entrepreneur? And to hell with this brochure. That's had enough going through that. I've got someone here in front of me. It is Alvin. I was just talking about Alvin. Come on down, Alvin.
Thanks.
How's it going, mate?
Not too bad.
Good stuff. The nerves must be jangling.
Yeah, it's pretty nervy now. It'll soon be over, though.
It will be soon over. Just a huge congratulations for getting this far in the competition. So for the guys out there that don't know who Alvin is, shame on you. I just told you a second ago. But Alvin, tell us about yourself, your business, and why you're here today.
Yeah, so I'm from Balladrine, County Roscommon. I'm 26. Set up Hexafly a year ago with two other co-founders, John Lyon and Patrick McGarvey. So what we're doing is we're solving a waste crisis for the brewing industry and an impending feed crisis for the aquaculture industry. So what we do is we take low value waste from the brewing industry and use insects to bioconvert it into sustainable natural commodities such as insect oil, insect protein, frass and organic fertilizer, and then chitin, a biopolymer.
I don't even think you're even blowing. This is the most mind-boggling stuff. Yeah. This was blowing my mind the other day. I think even during the pitch on Thursday, even brought in bugs, which is pretty cool.
I did. Yeah,
pretty cool. So this is essentially turning waste into money, like incredible. Absolutely, yeah. And if I'm wrong, is it Hexafly?
Hexafly, yeah.
Hexafly's already got massive interest from lots of people in the US and around the world.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm just back from the Netherlands last week, where I met with the CEO and top management of one of the largest animal feed companies in the world. We're hoping to develop a closer partnership and trial with them. We'll also be flying out to Norway to meet with one of the largest fish feed producers in the world, with a view to begin a large feed trial with them pretty soon.
So how on earth do you even come up with a concept of turning getting waste, bugs, and fertilizer. Well, how did that even come about?
So everybody knows there's so much innovation happening in IT, in AI, and that entire sector. But the biotech sector is taken off. It's the next IT, and it's where the next major kind of tech revolution is going to be.
Yeah.
So we decided to look at the industry, and we said that we saw that there wasn't a huge amount of innovation happening in ag tech, and we saw that this was a huge problem in the food supply chain that was neglected. So myself and my other co-founders, John Lyon and Patrick McGarvey, we've always had a love for science and innovation, and we wanted to do something completely different and radical. So we said, why don't we do it? And we started looking into the problems, and then we started biohacking essentially to see if we could develop a solution.
Biohacking, there's a word. I love that. That's so cool.
Yeah.
That's incredible. So where is the business at the moment? Are we fully launched operation? Are we pre-launch? Whereabouts are we?
Yeah.
So if there's any investors out there with their checkbook out saying, I want to invest in this.
So we raised a seed round, and that enabled us to build a pilot plant. That pilot plant, we were able to perfect our methodology and the process for what we were doing. We were able to get the metrics down, and we were able to maximize our numbers. It then allowed us to begin trials with large multinational companies. So where we're at the minute is we're close to closing a funding round. Our next funding round, a Series A round. When that's complete, we'll be able to move into a larger commercial facility, a much larger facility, and then pump out and produce to industrial demand.
Wow. And where are you based at the moment?
We're based in Kells, County Meath at the minute,
Okay.
but we're looking for new facilities nearby.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So there you go. So opportunity after opportunity. What's your website?
www.hexafly.co, and we're in the next few weeks we're going to be launching our online shop where you can purchase FRAS fertilizer, which is it's a natural organic fertilizer, chemical free, can be used as a retail product or has larger use in agriculture.
There was I thought it was cool. I thought it was kind of in the IT industry, but I realised they got on the wrong train. Amazing. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm speaking to you later, mate, but wishing you the very, very best of luck in the finals.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much for
Thanks
coming
for
in.
having me. Cheers. All right.
Brilliant.
Bye-bye.
Now, I can't believe the lady I'm just about to speak to, this is the second time she hasn't brought me cakes. What's going on? Come on down. I'll still speak to you. It's Kelly, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So Kelly, for the guys out there that were naive enough, stupid enough and silly enough not to watch the first live stream that we did, tell the guys what your business is.
Yeah, so my name is Kelly Ging and my company is Kelly Lou Cakes. We are a bespoke cake bakery, so we do cakes for all occasions, wedding. There's always a reason for cake.
Absolutely. I had a cake this morning.
Yeah, we have some here today.
I think I ate one of your cakes this morning. I had to steal one because you never gave me any.
There's loads there.
So brilliant. So cakes. Now you told me before, and I love the story of how your business came about. So how long have you been in business, and how did the business come about?
Yeah, so we are open 5 years this year, and it started as a tiny little coffee corner in my parents' hardware store. And I just started baking some cupcakes and scones and cakes for it, and it just grew from there. People just wanted to start ordering them. The demand grew. We outgrew our space that we had very quickly, so we opened then a commercial bakery, so larger equipment. We were able to take a lot more orders on, and it just keeps growing, and it's great.
Good stuff, and obviously it's growing to a level that you're now in the running to become Ireland's best young entrepreneur, which is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing to be here.
Yeah, well, fair play to you. I mean, you're quite modest at what you've achieved. So what's the ambition for your business?
Well, at the moment we have one outlet, so hopefully a few more outlets, maybe in the Leinster area, maybe further afield. Plans are still ongoing. There you
go. So, so the name of your outlet at the moment is?
It's Kelly Lou Cakes.
So Kelly Lou Cakes. There used to be Kylemore Bakery years ago. That's all dead. It's with O'Leary in the grave. So it's Kelly Lou Cakes. Probably every airport you'll be in the future will have a Kelly Lou Cakes stand at it, or heck, even section of the airport dedicated to it. The Aviva Stadium with the Kelly Lou Cakes stand maybe in the future. So you're going on to fantastic things. We'll have our fingers and toes crossed for you for the competition. You're very good, because it is nervous. It's a big nervy day. You're very, very good to come and speak. It is. Enjoy it.
Yeah, it
Make
is.
the most
Thank
of it.
Thank you very much.
See you. Take care.
Greg, how long more are we going to go? you want
As-
one or
yeah,
two?
just keep going. But
Keep
keep going as long as.
Perfect, no problem.
Hi mate,
How's it
how are
going?
you?
How are you? Kyle McLaughlin.
Kyle.
How are you doing? How
How's
are you
the full?
keeping?
I'm great,
Good,
mate.
good.
So Kyle, exciting day. We're not far now before
Counts.
it
Yeah,
kicks
yeah,
off.
it's nearly showtime now. Yeah, so fire in the belly and all that,
There
and
you
a bit
go.
of news and all.
They're good stuff. For the guys out there that don't know you, tell us about your business.
Yeah, so at Pursued we develop innovative software solutions. So our is an availability platform which is aimed at sourcing short-term available personnel. And our first platform was subteacher.ie, which allows schools to match with available substitute teachers. So think of that Monday morning, 8 a.m. and a teacher calls in sick, so the school can see exactly what teachers are available and their subjects and stuff like that. That was our first platform.
Okay.
Just last week we went live with our second one, IPU Pharmacist Link, which is a platform for pharmacies to find available locums. So that's kind of our core business.
So essentially, it's like it's nearly like real time recruitment insofar as if there's a need and a want and you're possibly in a bit of a crisis, you're the online solution.
Yeah,
for
exactly. It's that Monday morning when they get the phone call at 8 a.m. You know, and there's nowhere else to go, and they can see exactly what teachers are out there, their availability, their subjects, the dates that they're available for, and I suppose we started with subteacher, but it's become very apparent it's scalable across multiple different industries.
Cool. And when did how long's the business been up and running?
Yeah, we're just gone into this is our second academic year with a subteacher, and as I said, we just went live with our second, the IPU Pharmacist Link last week.
Brilliant. And where's the vision? Where are we heading? Like, it seems like you're growing at a great rate.
Yeah, our vision is to scale that platform now into other industry areas. So, like, we're talking to the volunteer sectors, doctors, nurses. To be honest with you, the list is endless. It's that whole kind of, I suppose you said it, the crisis of when you can't find available people, and that's the availability platform that we have.
Kyle's disrupting the immediate recruitment industry. That need.
Trying to.
Yeah. I love it, and it's brilliant. Guys, Kyle, I'll be thinking about you. I'll be cheering you on. I'll be cheering everyone else on. I must confess, but I'll be cheering you on from the rafters in the Google auditorium or whatever the hell I'm trying
Brilliant.
to say.
Appreciate that.
In about 30 minutes time. So
TikTok.
TikTok.
Game on. Thanks,
Game
man.
on.
Appreciate
Best
talking to you.
luck. See you
Cheers. Thank
later.
you.
Great stuff. So that was Kyle, and next up we have is it Shane?
Yeah, Shane, yeah.
How's it going, Shane?
How are you? Good,
How's it
yeah.
going?
Not bad.
There you go. Look, there's Shane. Shane's bothered. He's made an effort, which is great. He's put the tie on and everything. So
I don't normally wear ties, I
there
can
you
tell
go.
you.
That's
Yeah,
all right.
so
That's all right. Well, at least you've shown respect.
I wish
now,
I could
you know?
dress what you want, but wear what you're wearing,
Yeah.
actually, a t-shirt and
Well, there you go. You know, I
runners would
actually
be good.
don't tell anyone, but actually I've got a quote from a very famous Facebook employee in Google.
Okay, yeah.
Shouldn't have really been let
The
in.
competition,
Shouldn't
right?
have really been let in. So Shane, tell us about yourself.
Yes, my name is Shane, and I'm the owner of a company called Newmarket Kitchen. We're based out in Bray.
Okay.
And what we are is a food incubator. So we've got 15 businesses who are current members of our kitchen. They range in size from small cake makers right up to big catering companies and everybody in between that you might find on shelves in the likes of Super Value or Dunn's and that kind of thing. So it's mainly producers that we have, and it just gives it's a fully fitted kitchen, so it gives everybody who comes in a low cost, low risk alternative to setting up their own kitchen, and they have a better chance of survival then, because obviously, you know, setting up a new food business is a very risky business, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, and the food business is really taken off, and it's very difficult to go from your kitchen to literally a fully scaled kitchen or an industrial kitchen and start pumping up your stuff commercially. What's the do you have a website?
Yeah, newmarketkitchen.com.
So newmarketkitchen.com. And when did the incubator get set up?
Yeah, we opened in April 2015, and we completed the fit out of the kitchen, and the first year was a bit of a struggle, just getting the name out there. But thankfully now we're in a nice position where we have we're almost full. We're about at 60-70% capacity, and a lot of new people are looking to set up their own food business now, especially coming into March and the good weather. And it's just we've had good feedback. Everyone loves it. You know, we do all the maintenance. It's fully serviced kitchen, fully fitted out. We do all the maintenance and cleaning. And if to go from your own domestic kitchen to our kitchen, we can make you feel at home straight away. And it's the pure network, and then it's involved with other businesses who are in the kitchen and learning from their experience, and it really helps them drive their own business on them.
Cool. And how did you come up with the business idea? How did that all come about?
I was actually working with a friend there in the farmers markets along the canal and that, and he was looking for a kitchen for a day a week, and I rang around on his behalf, and I couldn't find anywhere offering kind of short-term rentals. It was all for full-time leases, and it didn't suit him because he was moving house at the time. And met a load of other folks in the exact same kind of situation, looking for a kitchen for just a couple of days a week. So kind of just did a bit of research then, and came across a big movement in America for food incubators, which is kind of a new trend over there.
Yeah.
And just thought it would be a perfect fit for Dublin and for Ireland. And it's just going from strength to strength. So
That's some serious courage to set something like that up.
it was a bit risky, at the get-go, because I think the likes of the HSE and the health inspectors had their concerns about a lot of food businesses operating out of one kitchen, but as soon as we've opened, they've been delighted with how we manage it and how we adhere to all the regulations.
Cool, fantastic. And I think it's a really, really, really cool idea. It's a very, very cool idea. And I suppose with all the foodies out there and the foodie revolution, I know even last year in the final we had the guys from Cool Beans, and there's been lots of there's lots of very cool startups in that space.
Yeah, the girls were interested in coming out to the kitchen there. Actually, they contacted last year, but I think it's just going to get bigger and bigger. I mean, like if we can follow the trends in America, there's a lot more the locavore movement over there, where people are shopping locally and just willing to spend that little bit more on quality local produce, and that means a lot to people. I think it's just going to increase from year on year going into the future. People are just going to be spending more and looking to that new cool product that they're going to find locally, and just the story behind each product as well. Like they may even know the person, or it's somebody local, and that's who they want to support.
So we'll see some very interesting things happening in the future. We'll see more outlets and industrial kitchens opening up under your name. So sounds like you've got a very sound business.
Thanks,
Wishing you the best of luck, mate.
Sure, then.
I'll be championing
Okay.
you as well.
Okay.
What team have you been representing?
Wicklow.
Wicklow.
Yeah, up Wicklow.
Hashtag Wicklow. Up the Wicklow. Up the Wicklow. Here's one of my favourite characters. Hiya, mate. How's
you
it?
again,
You're
you're
back.
right.
You're devil. You're devil for. You can't get enough of this live stream and malarkey. As if last week wasn't traumatic enough.
No, I was enjoying it.
Yeah, no, very good. Good stuff. So we got the big final today. We're not far away. What?
6-7 minutes, is it?
It's 25-1 now, so that leaves us, it'll be called in about 6-7 minutes. So anyone that didn't watch the initial live stream, it's an absolute disgrace, by the way. Check it out online. But for the guys that don't know, tell us your name and your business.
My name is Richard Barrett, and I'm co-founder of Pundit Arena. So Pundit Arena is a sports media platform that enables fans to become paid sports journalists. So if you want to write about sports, you want to get paid for writing about sports, then you can sign up with us on punditarena.com.
So punditarena.com. I'd say there was some fairly interesting content being created last night for the David Hay.
Yeah,
fight.
we got some good content around that. Lucky we've editorial teams in place, or
Yeah.
don't think we would have gotten this far with some of the stuff we're sent.
That's it, yeah. So you're able to control that, and that's obviously a bit of a challenge. Is you're crowdsourcing all this amazing content, and let's be honest, as sports enthusiasts, like even myself, we're very passionate about the content that we create from our couch, and may even just create the content for you. But certainly, to monitor that content must be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah, it's what we pride ourselves on, though. We're able to put our own stamp on the content, and we reject 75% of applicants, so we just need to maintain that bar or that quality level, because we syndicate the content or sell it to other media houses too, so they're not going to accept it if Tom from down the road is angry about David Hay losing. Yeah,
but the one thing I notice about your content is it's I wouldn't say it's unique, but it's really passionate. I suppose with reading content that Pundit Arena seems to pump out, it seems to be it seems to have more passion and more feeling in it than a lot of your traditional journalistic content, which is a very cool, unique selling point to what you guys manage.
Yeah,
to
we
achieve.
try to tap into that passionate side of fans and get them to channel their energy into an article, as opposed to just
giving out to the lads in the pub about something. If you're articulate, then turn it into an article.
Now, very quickly, tell us how the business came about, because I love this story.
Long story short, I was a PE and Irish teacher back in the day. Freak accident, ended up in a wheelchair for a few months. Had a lot of spare time, had nothing to do. Taught myself to build a website, launched that, applied to get onto the Ignite Business Innovation Programme, met my co-founder Ross, and then we launched Pundit Arena back in October 2013. So bit of a strange journey. We've been growing ever since, thank God. So
yeah, but it is an amazing, a very, very inspiring story. I think very often in life we've all had hard times, and sometimes it's what you do to overcome those hard times can be the difference between doing something incredible, just like you've done, and I suppose really falling deeper and deeper into depression. And quite frankly, you're an inspiration to us all.
cheers, thanks very much. Thanks
Great
a lot.
seeing you,
Great
mate.
to
Best
see
of
you
luck.
again.
Fingers and toes crossed. Hashtag Team Cork. Go on the Cork.
South Cork.
South Cork. Don't
Big
worry about
difference, big
don't worry about North Cork
Forget
or
those
Cork.
lorries.
South Cork. Very good. Cheers, mate.
Oh, Greg, how
So
are you?
Martin. How you
to see
doing,
you,
Martin?
Greg. How are you,
Great to
Greg?
see you.
Great to
How's
see
the
you.
form?
Great, Greg. Looking forward to a good day now.
It is. It's a very exciting. The atmosphere out there is phenomenal. Building away. Yeah. Building away. We're about 10 minutes before we're all called into the auditorium. We've got the winner being announced on what is it, 3 o'clock today?
Should be about 3 o'clock today.
3 o'clock today. You were involved. The judging day was Thursday. You had some involvement in the judging day. How have you? What are your thoughts on the calibre of this year's entrance this year?
Well, I've been fortunate, I suppose, Greg, to be involved with this competition for 3 years, and it's just growing over those 3 years. The standard is really high. There's an amazing energy with this kind of bunch of entrepreneurs. Really, really good, really innovative. So I'm happy the standards have maintained, and we're really looking forward to a great final today.
Should be amazing. I mean, I think the standard just seems to get higher and higher every year for some reason.
It does, and I suppose this is an interesting demographic. You've got young people now that are really, really keen at promoting innovative ideas. They come from all strands of life, a lot of different backgrounds, and they're all looking at the international opportunity as opposed to just looking at the domestic opportunity. So we've been really impressed as an organising group around the standards of the participants this year. So it augurs well for Ireland Inc., certainly.
Certainly does, yeah. There seems to be, I suppose, an ambition in the young audience. We seem to have nearly a generation of can-dos that have suddenly grown up. It's amazing. We've got the recession, touch wood, is with O'Leary in the grave. Things have been picking up steadily again, which is fantastic. Now, a lot of these young people could be jumping back into paid jobs, but the entrepreneurial spirit seems to be growing and growing, which is fantastic. There seems to be that ambition amongst young people to actually set up their own businesses and craft their own trade, and to look at the international market rather than just the domestic markets. And that young person wasn't around that I can see, 10 years ago? Everyone was happy in their jobs and focused on their jobs and their careers. I think we built an entire mindset of entrepreneurs probably through these challenging times.
Absolutely. I mean, and you're right, Greg. I mean, we're talking about career development options for young people. And back in the day, it was like, you go to secondary school, you go to college, and then you're looking to get a job. Now, a real viable career development option for young people is entrepreneurship. And I think a lot of the programs that the local enterprise offices and indeed Enterprise Ireland permeates across the educational system. So at a very young age, people are hearing about this entrepreneurship option, and it's great when you see the fruits of that sort of input in competitions like IBYE, when you have really outstanding young people coming forward with no fear and with tremendous ambition to grow their business, not just 2, 3 and 4 employees focus on the domestic market, but looking at really scaling up internationally and not being afraid to actually put the pieces in place around staffing and funding and market development, channel development, actually to do that. So that's a really encouraging thing for all of us working in the state enterprise system, and this competition sort of reflects that very positively, I think.
I think the other thing I noticed from talking to the guys is each and every one of them has had active involvement with their local enterprise office. No matter how big and incredible they are, no matter how ambitious they have been, each and every one of them will reference their local enterprise office as being valuable, useful and instrumental in building their business, be it through mentorship or advice or funding, or lots of options, lots of different things that the local Leos have offered them. But it is great to see how valuable the local enterprise offices are in helping young people build businesses that literally are becoming international sensations. And so just for anyone that's out there, you know, you may have an existing business. You know, it's crazy to have an existing business in 2017 and not contact and get involved with your local enterprise office, because the support they have been given these guys to achieve amazing things has been incredible. So I really think hats off. If I was wearing a hat, I'd take it off. But hats off to the local enterprise offices. They do fantastic work. Martin, it's probably time there'll be bells ringing and all sorts of stuff happening now. Yeah. The time has come. So in little more than probably around 2 hours' time, we will know who Ireland's best young entrepreneur is. So I'm not banking on anyone. There's too many good bankers there. I take it you're not making any wild predictions, Martin.
I'm not. I need to get back to my envelopes now. I'm just thinking about the Oscar night, and hopefully that won't
That's
mess up for us here.
It's much more professional here.
Thanks,
Martin,
Greg. It's
lovely
always
speaking to you. Take care.
Thank you,
See
Greg.
you.
Thank you.
So guys, that's it. That's our pre-show. Time is about 11:45, coming up to 11:45 now, and the guys are being ushered in to Google HQ. I may even get out with my phone now and cruise around and get some footage of what's physically happening. But do not despair. Little after 3 p.m. today, I'm going to be back live talking to some of the winners. And let's be honest, every entrant's a winner today. But some of the winners, including Ireland's best young entrepreneur, maybe a minister thrown in just for the crack. So a little after 3 o'clock today, tune back in here live and we will find out together who Ireland's best young entrepreneur for 2017 is. So from me, Greg Fry, I'll see you a little after 3 p.m. Take care.